positive people. Welcome to week 3 of I Intend Happiness, coming live from my bedroom floor. Um, this week is, just full disclosure, a little rushed because I'm going to watch the Kentucky Derby, which is very exciting. And also, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I've been working my way through this like walnut sized swelling on my face, which is uncool. But it happens, and it is the, I guess, catalyst of discussion today for this week's intention, which is there is no good, there is no bad, there just is. What do I mean by that, you may be asking? Because clearly, cancer is bad, cookies are good, and I'm crazy, is what you're telling me. I can feel it like coming through to me. Let me share a little anecdote. And I want to preface this just by saying that in my mind, we need to show gratitude for every situation we're in, even if it is something that is 100% absolutely shitty at the time. And sometimes there's no getting around that, right? You just don't feel good about the situation. That's the key word, feel. You don't feel good about the situation. The situation just is, right? It is what it is. But it's your emotion, your feeling, and your reaction to the situation that could be good or could be bad, right? So a couple of days ago, my face started to hurt. And any of you who know me know that I've like been living a tooth-induced nightmare for like the last 6 months. Some of my friends joke that I now live at my dentist, that maybe I should start paying rent, that, you know, my dentist has purchased vacation homes as a result of like all the work that he's done in my mouth, which is probably like all accurate. But for some unknown reason, the last couple months, I've been having a lot of trouble with my jaw. And at first we thought it was TMJ. And then as we like further explored this, they were like debilitating pangs of pain. There was no other way to describe it. And the only thing that would solve the issue was a round of antibiotics, which, you know, reasons to think that then it's like an infection, that I'm getting infections in my jaw. Well, same thing started to happen again, only this time it was like centered right here in my cheek. And as the days went on, my cheek got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Until yesterday, when it was so big, it was nearly numb and it hurt. And I had to take a picture, which is completely irrelevant. But I was so down on it. Like, I called the dentist, left a message on their machine at the office, just nearly in tears, was a monster to my husband. It was bad. It was just kind of messy. And I had to take a step back and really think of the intention that we're talking about today. That, like, this wasn't bad. This was just there. There was nothing, like, the bacteria causing the infection have no ill intent. They're just trying to live their life, right? They're just trying to figure out a way to sustain their bacterial colony. What was bad was my emotional reaction. I was allowing fear-based emotions to jump on in and just take over my whole reactive system. And so after many deep breaths, I started to find the humor in the situation because I looked positively ridiculous. And I also started to find my gratitude in the situation. This doesn't mean that I was like happy that this was hurting. I mean, I'm a human and you are too. So there's only so much we can do. But I was able to feel grateful that, you know, just 2 hours later, my dentist called back. They were so kind. They called in prescriptions for me, gave me his cell phone number, said if I needed anything over the weekend to call, that we would go in at any hour to do an emergency treatment if things didn't get better. I, you know, got the antibiotics, thank goodness. And as soon as I started to take them, the pain went away, the swelling started to go away, and I started to feel better, right? And I just really realized how lucky I am to have such awesome healthcare providers, how lucky I am to have ready access to medicine that can fix my problem nearly instantly. And I was just insanely grateful that that was so easily solvable, right? And not to mention the fact that, having this pain near my mouth, I was grateful for that because it kept drawing my attention to the words I was speaking. If you know what I mean. So I was trying to say, like, what is the universe trying to show me? What is God trying to make me think of as a result of this? That might be too woo-woo for you. If it is, fast forward, I guess. But I felt like it was kind of universe's way of saying, hey, like, maybe you need to watch what you're saying about other people, to other people. And, the infection of the mouth is kind of an infection of my words. And so that just got me thinking in a really positive way. So this week, as you're reacting to situations, I really want you to think that. Like, it's every situation you're in, it just is what it is. And as hard as this is to swallow, this is a hard pill to swallow. The only person who can control the situation really is you, right? You are the only person. You can react to the situation in fear. You can react with anger. Or you can pause and you can say, what is this situation trying to teach me? Because there is no good, there is no bad, there just is. The world is as God intends it to be. Our reactions are what we can control, right? Our reaction. We can still live in heaven on earth and have a giant cysty, swelly, disgusting thing on our face because we're learning from it and we're grateful. Oh my gosh, you guys just see me hit my head on that? Grateful that I have this awesome makeup table behind me. But we could be grateful for all the systems that surround us to get us through whatever is ruining our day. Because if you are watching this video, you're still alive. We're still here. Nothing's killed you yet, and we can be eternally grateful for that. So I'm going to implore you this week to look for the lesson in every situation, okay? And that goes for good situations too, right? So every situation you encounter is going to be a chance to show gratitude and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And also, what can I learn from my emotional reaction to things too, right? So as always, I want you to, go check out the blog, download the beautiful printable that @Clemens Script made, and really reflect on this. And there'll be a worksheet that allows you to work through this as well. And I'll be working through this with you because I know I still have these very emotional reactions to things. Case in point, this giant growth, right? Started with me waking up and just being like, it's so ugly. What am I gonna do? To like feeling like the most blessed woman on the planet, hours later, and it all was my perception. Nothing had changed yet. It still hurt like hell. Nothing had changed yet, but I was able to see the lesson in the situation. And please don't think, just one caveat, I'm not holier than thou. Sometimes it takes a while to see the lesson in the situation. Yes, 100% takes a while. Okay, but just the faster you can find that, and the faster you can find yourself back to that place of faith instead of place of fear, oh my God, how much happier you are going to be. And that's why we're here, right? We intend to be happy. And this is how happy people deal with things that might seemingly feel shitty at the time, but actually they just are. Okay, so with that, I'm going to run, and I hope everybody has a wonderful week. I hope my horse does well in the Kentucky Derby. And I'm sorry that it felt a little rushed, but it's informal. It's like we're all just sitting on the floor and talking to each other. I'm not really sure why I did this. It's okay. I think it's because my hair is straight today, so it's kind of fun to play with. Yes, so from my positive place to yours, smoochies, love you. And remember, there is no good. There is no bad. There just is. You are in control. Bye, guys.